Okay, at this point you should have completed the videos in each of WebDev 1, 2, and 3, and we're ready to start creating something that looks a little bit nicer. The first time you learn web development, unless you have some natural artistic ability, which I don't, you're going to make websites that are pretty darn ugly. Thankfully though, you don't need tons of experience and artistic ability to create a pretty cool looking website. A lot of us learn simply by watching what others have done and drawing from their design ideas. Yes, you can steal some things and get in trouble for it. However, you don't need to make something that looks good. There are a lot of free website themes that you can draw from and simply edit. So one project that has done a lot to help improve the quality not just of the way startup websites look, but also help newbies learn how to make websites that transition back and forth between different clients like desktop browsers versus mobile devices very nicely, is a library called Bootstrap. So getbootstrap.com is where you can go to download what you need to get started with Bootstrap, with actually writing and creating Bootstrap styles. You're not going to do that though. You don't need to. What you can do instead is go to one of many different internet sites like this one, startbootstrap.com, which has themes that you can take a look at and draw from, of sites that have been created using Bootstrap style sheets that transition nicely between web and desktop, between desktop and mobile browsers. And you can download one of these themes for free and legally use them and modify them for your needs. So I'm going to walk you through using one of these, and then your project or midterm take home or whatever it is your instructor is going to have you do will be probably very similar to what we're going to do right now. So I want you to download and use this one right here called Clean Blog. So hit preview and download, and this is going to take you to an example of the way it works and looks. So what we're going to have is sort of a starting image here, your name, statement about you, and then links to different pages of your or sections of your resume. So let's get started with that. Go back to this site, hit download, and you're going to get this zipped folder. Let's go ahead and open the zipped folder. Whoops. And I want to extract it. Extract all. Extract. Alright, let's take this folder that just got extracted, and I'm going to put it on my desktop so you can see it here. Here it is. Let's open this up and just take a look at what's inside. So there are a bunch of folders, and a lot of this you're not going to need to touch. So README, license, ignore those. Index, this is the home page, and then about, contact, and post are the secondary pages. And we're going to edit each of these and change them to be different sections of our resume. So here in CSS is where the bootstrap.css and bootstrap.min for mobile devices lives. We're not going to edit these, but you can learn how to edit Bootstrap styles. Remember, CSS ignores white space, so everything's in one big jumbled pile here, partly because I'm using Notepad to open it. Anyway, we're not ever going to edit these, but we're going to add our own styles to modify and improve upon them. So what I want you to do is open this folder in brackets, and then we'll start editing these files. So I'm going to move this recording screen down here so you can see me open brackets. Okay, open it up. I'm going to move this down here. Alright, I'm going to close or open up, rather than this stuff that I have open here, I'm going to click File, Open Folder, and I'm going to navigate to that folder we just unzipped right here, Startup Bootstrap, until I see all of these folders that are directly inside of it. So rather than open one of these or open a file, I want to hit Select Folder. Now you're only going to get this option if you started with File, Open Folder, so don't forget that. Alright, now I see all of my folders and all of my files. So what I want you to do next is open the index.html page, and let's also open it in a browser so we can start editing it. So here's index.html. This should open it in Chrome. I'm going to bring this down here. resize it if I can, hopefully. There we go. To right about there. Okay. Now we can start working on this code. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can start fitting things all on one page. There we go. Okay. Let me minimize that there too. Okay, so hopefully you download the exact same template and you'll see the same code here. So this tag right here, doc type HTML, your instructor may or may not have covered that. That simply means that this page is going to follow the HTML5 standard. A lot of these things we're going to ignore and leave as they are because they're in place for this template to work best. Under here, name description, name author. There's also another meta tag called meta keywords. Filling this out, this information right here, gives information that can be used on search engine positioning. So when Google decides where to rank your site, the description you give it and the keywords in there will matter for where your site shows up. However, it'll also, whatever you put here in the description is what's going to show up when Google, let's just search for something, anything like, I don't know, let's put in pyramid or something like that. Pyramid. Okay, this description that comes up right here, this bit of text, this is what's going to, it's going to come right here from this description tag. So if you want to put something in there for your site to show up on Google, go for it. I'm going to leave that alone right now. Right here, you'll notice we're still here in the head tag, and the head is information about the page. That's why all these meta tags are here in the head, because none of this appears on the body. Title, you should recognize this. This is what shows up right here, this clean blog. Let's go ahead and change that to your name. I'm going to put something like, actually no, instead of my title I'm going to put of Information Systems, Marriott School of Management, Brigham Young University. Why would I put that whole title? Again, the keywords that show up here are one of the things that go into Google's algorithm. So what you put in the title matters for your search engine positioning. Save that. I'm going to refresh this, and you'll see that CL is turned to an M here. Let me get rid of some other things so you can see my title a little bit better. Okay, that still didn't seem to help a whole lot. Let me minimize that. There we go, it just came back up. Alright, so now you see my title. Okay, next, we're never going to touch these links right here. These are the ones that link right here to Bootstrap and Bootstrap Mini. These are the CSS files that give it this look that it has right here. So scroll down. We're going to also ignore these for now. These are some fonts it brings in that are used just in case the client machine doesn't have the font loaded that is used on this template. These are links that will bring the font into their computer. We're going to ignore this. Come down here, navigation. Okay. Nav, this is a new tag used in HTML5. We've learned div tags. This is another container inside the nav. You can probably look through this and see and figure out what we have here. So start Bootstrap, this link. It's this one right here. Let's change start Bootstrap to your name. Save that. Okay, first things first, we've got your name up there. I'm going to stretch this out because I want to see if my screen gets too small. Notice how it automatically switches to a different style. It believes I'm on a mobile device now because my screen is so small, and so it's adjusted and given me this drop down menu right here. For now, let's edit it with the screen wide enough to see what it's going to look like on a desktop. So let's keep scrolling down. Here it says collect the nav links, forms, and other contents from toggling. As you can probably guess, here's our 4 links right here across the top. So let's go ahead and change those. We'll keep home the way it is. However, let's change about to let's make 3 sections of your resume. We're going to make one for education, one for experience. I'm going to delete that post there, and then one for the contact is actually kind of nice. I want to leave that one there. So instead of changing contact, let's add one more here. Actually, maybe two more would be nice. Let's make one for, well, no, let's just stick with this one, skills. Okay, and now let's change this content right here, also to your name. You can see this H1 is this one right here. You're welcome, by the way, if you don't want to leave this as your name up here, you could change it to something else like, I don't know, personal website, or, nah. Feel free to change it to whatever you want, though. I'm going to leave it that way. So, here, now I've got my name, a clean blog theme by Start Bootstrap. What should we change that to? Let me scroll back up here. Here it is. This span. Let's think. Not sure that I'm feeling particularly inspired right now. We can put professor, I don't know, learner, something about you, dad, technology, geek. There we go. Come in here, refresh that. I don't know, something about you. I'm not particularly creative right now. All right, then let's take a look at what else we have. We've got, these are links, if you click on these, that are taking me to the post page. And notice it puts the post here first, and then information down here about it later. So if I go back to the main page and click on another one, it's always this post first, followed by all the other posts. So rather than take us to post.html, let's delete these for now, or we can have more information here about our sections. That would work. Let's do that. So I'm going to come down here, and let's change this first one to education. And let's put something else here. Let's say BSIS, MISM, PhD, just something to summarize in business administration. And then down here we've got the date, posted by Mark Keith. I don't know that we really need, well, all right. No, I'm going to take this one off entirely. I don't think we really want this. So, but instead of deleting it entirely, I'm going to, I'll go ahead and give it a date and leave this here so I know when I did it. What are we in? March 14th. But I'm going to comment this out and decide later if I want to keep it. So I'm going to come to this P, and to comment out HTML, it's less than sign, exclamation point, 2 dashes, and then end the area that I want to comment out with 2 dashes and a greater than sign. So save that and let's see what happens here. Whoops. Go back to the main page. There. Now let's change it to education, BS, MIS, PhD, just a summary of that bullet point. And then we'll go here for more details. So let's come down here and change a few more of these. Let's change this one to experience. And then I'll say, let's come back here. This one doesn't have a secondary. Notice how this post doesn't have kind of secondary text on this one right here. So I'm going to copy and take a look at this. It uses H3 to do that. So I'm going to copy this H3 down here, paste it right there, but then change this experience and put all the places I've taught at. And actually, rather than do the ampersand sign, we're going to do ampersand amp, because that's what's called it's an entity, it's a code that will create a symbol. So ampersand amp semicolon is going to put the ampersand sign in. And then that'll work. Come back here, refresh. That looks good. But once again, I'm not so sure I want this posted by. So this time I'm just going to delete it entirely, since I have right here a reference of this P class. And remember, class refers to one of the styles in the style sheet. There's a class called post meta that we use for metadata about a post, we'll leave that just like it is. Let's come down here. Let's put skills. Oh, I forgot up here, University of Alabama. I guess I probably should have put it in order, chronological order. That's fine, I'll leave it like that. Okay, let's change this one to skills. And here under H3, I'm going to put higher level categories of my skills. Alright, refresh, and then I think I'm just going to get rid of this last one entirely. I don't think I really need that. So I will delete this HR, which makes this horizontal line right here. I'm going to get rid of that, and I don't think I need older posts anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that too. So I'm going to delete from here down to here. That'll do it. My footer, let's see what that's doing. Back to Start Bootstrap. It leaves me this these links, which we haven't implemented yet, but I think I'm going to leave it alone for now. You can turn each of these links into links that take you to, or these images into links that take you to your own personal Twitter, Facebook, and whatever that is page. So instead, I want to go and change one of the, let's probably get rid of, or modify that down there, our copyright. Your website, let's just put your name and change it to whatever date we're going to make this, even though we haven't actually copyrighted this. Okay, homepage ready. Now let's go ahead and change these sections here. So when I click on education, this currently takes me to this about page. Let's just change about now to education and make an education page. So I'm going to come here to that link where it says about.html, and I'm going to change this to education.html. So now what I need to do is copy and paste about, copy paste. All right. We're going to save, whoops, nope, that just copied the first line. What I want to do is copy this file. I'm going to have to right click. It's not going to let me do it from that menu. So I'm going to come in here and go directly to about, copy paste. There we go, and change this to education. While we're here, let's go ahead and do that for the others. Let's change post. Let's make a copy of that too. Actually, now let's go to sample post. No, I think we'll ignore that. I'm going to change, instead of doing copy post, let's copy another about here. I like the template of the about page a bit better. Change that to experience. Let's make one more. Make this one skills. So I'm just going to modify one of these pages now and fix the links, and then you can do the rest from there. Back to our index page. Let's fix these links, all the rest of them then. So here's home. We're going to change about to education. Oh, oops, I'm on the about page. Hold on. Undo. I don't want to be working on that one. I want to work on index. I want to make sure all of these links work from the index page. So let's change this one to experience. Let's change this one to skills. Okay, I'll leave contact the way it is. Go back to the home page, refresh. So education takes me what looks like the about page, but it actually is education.html. But remember, I just copied the about me page. So let's go ahead and modify and improve education. So let's change the title to your name and education. You're welcome to put description and stuff like that in there if you want. I'm going to leave it alone for now. Let's change our links on here. Home we can leave. This one's education. Let's make sure to change that one. Education. Experience. Change the text here from sample post to experience. Add one more for skills. Okay, refresh, looking good. Oh, we need to change Start Bootstrap right here to our name. Right here, Start Bootstrap. Let's change the text about me right here to education. Let's say, here's what I've learned. Now, you might want to start with some type of paragraph down here, but you can see they put in some fake, I think it's Latin or something like that, text. We're just going to delete this and put our own information right there. But we're probably going to want some paragraph that describes our education. So we've got P tags. Let's go ahead and put something in here. I've learned so many cool things about business, technology, data, and more. But maybe the most important thing I've learned is how to learn. Something deep like that, whatever you want. Here it is right here. Then after that, we're going to come down here. Nope, we're going to leave that alone. And after this P tag, oops, looks like I got rid of my opening P tag. Put that back in there. There we go. Now I'm going to have my my ordered list. OL. This should be familiar to you. Let's add some list items. And I'm going to start putting my education in here. Let's see. After the bullet, you can format this however we want. Should we make? Let's make ourselves a sub bullet here, an unordered list with its own list item. We'll put the years to when did I go here as a student? Let me think. I think it was 2000 to 2004, something like that. Add another sub bullet. What I earned, Bachelor of Science in Business Management with emphasis in information systems. Marriott School of Management. I don't know if you want to put something cool like your GPA. You know, I don't think I'd really worry about putting a GPA up. What else could you put to be useful? We'll come back to that later. For now, that's good. But you can go ahead and copy this to make more bullets. Oops. Education. Make more bullets. Add your next education. Put whatever you want. And this is basically it. We now have a web page. Let's put in. You know, I'm not going to. Let me show you how to change this image in case you want to. So when I click on education, there's a different image back here, experience. And we want to change that one too. Oh yeah, contact. Okay, so here's what you're going to want to do. The contact form right here is not going to work until you've posted these files to a web server somewhere that supports PHP. However, here in the code, go to your contact page if you're not already there, and there's a couple of things to edit. First of all, scroll down, first go to mail. I'm in contact me right here. And you're going to want to edit right here where it says your name at your domain. Change that to your actual email address so it sends it to you. And then change the headers here. It says no reply at yourdomain.com. Change it to no reply at youremailaddress.com. Upload this and it should work just fine. But again, it's not going to work until you get this up on a web server. Anyway, that's it for now. You've got a pretty cool website. I haven't finished it for you. Remember, here's the home page. You've got a few sections. You still need to edit experience. Change this to experience. You still need to edit skills and add the skills down here. But once you have that done, let's also add an image. Change the image right here. So let's go back to index. And the section that this refers to. It is, scroll down past all this. Oh, right here. Okay, page header. Set your background image for this header right here. Intro header, style, background image URL, image home dash background.jpg. This is the image that's being used right here. So what we want to do is first find a background image that we like. So let's go to images, google.com. Let's search for background images. Once this finally comes up, there we go. Background images. Find something that you want to go back here behind your name. Now remember, our text is all in white, so it can be something fairly dark. I'm just gonna pick any one, I guess. Oh, I don't really like any of these. There's got to be a better photo. I'm just gonna pick one just so that it works. Go straight to the source of where that image is located. Okay, I'm going to copy image address, and then I'm going to paste it right here over the top of that image that was there previously, and I'm going to refresh this. Okay, there's my new background image. You can do the same thing on education if you want. Let's click on education. Let's find something different here. Let's see, what says education to you? Brown wood panel instead of black wood panel. How about the stars? That looks beautiful. Okay, click on that. Where'd it go? Right here. Okay, right click, copy image address. Education, let's scroll down to our background images. Here it is. Let's overwrite that one. Save. Back to our site. There we go. Here's what I've learned. Okay. This is getting better and better. Anyway, go ahead and finish this out and you'll have a nice resume. Ask your instructor for instructions on how to get your website up on a web server somewhere so that your contact page will work and so that you've got a live website. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it.